All right, so welcome back, everyone, and we have a June 14th patch. This is not part of that weekly battle plan yet. It'll be talked about in the battle plan, but it seems like patches are hitting Tuesday, hot fixes Thursday. Can I talk? Um, so yeah, this one is what would be called the optimization patch, because that's what it's full of. It's just all optimization shit. I'm not going to go over every note. I'll put a link to the patch in the video description. But there's a lot here. So, yeah, quick mode. As quick as I ever do videos. Do I ever really do shit quick? I'm already not doing it quick by talking about how slow I am in making videos. I just don't talk fast. Um, Incursion. They increased the cooldown time for all the Thrall's special moves from 7 to... Oh, not 7 to 14. Bone Crusher's minion destroying ground pound. That's why I can't go fast, I can't talk. 7 to 14 seconds. The Outcast Thrall's anti-sentry grenade attack from 8 to 10. So that's good stuff. They were a little bit too frequent, and the range on that knockup is pretty good. I've been hit from pretty far away. Fixed an issue preventing correct information from appearing when a Thrall kills a sentry. I didn't know what that was about. And added minion path indicators for the minimap. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but that's kind of cool. Just a little quality of life there. Now, in Echelon and some of these other ones, they did a lot of optimization. And there's a lot of people that had issues with these, and that's why they weren't being played as much. They did a first pass on them, but now they're doing a second. And hopefully they bring some of these patches to PvE mode too, especially like Heliophage and any of the outdoor, the kind of later outdoor maps. Saboteur, like when you go outside, that skybox, well, it's beautiful. It really fucks with people's frames, so they're changing the impact of that. But also, on a side note of that, just lower your view distance. Like, you don't need maximum view distance in this game really all the time, so if you lower that, that can help with your frames. But so in Echelon, they reduced the performance impact of the skybox. I don't know what they did to change it, but very good, because I'm thinking that's what did it, because all the generate maps that are outside, people took a hit on. Optimized certain rendered materials. This is kind of cool. Slightly reduce the size of the pillar in between the two stairways, so those two doors got a little bit bigger, because that became a major choke point, but I kind of like that. We'll see how wide they made it. They're also doing a bunch of changes, so they moved the Elite Bot spawners. I don't know where they moved them to, we'll find out. Increase the total value of shards available in Echelon to bring it more consistent with Overgrowth, which people complained about, and they did. Very cool. They listened. Don't tell anyone that they listened to us. Actually, they might not. They might have just been planning that all along, but that was a major complaint, and it was addressed. They moved around some of the shard spots and added in new medium shard clusters, so cool. Modified some collision to prevent players from being able to attack the first sentry without being targeted by the sentry. That's very cool. You can kind of backdoor it a little bit. Very good. Cleaned up the geometry to remove some toe traps. Awesome stuff. Second time they've gone through and done that. And they said they're getting better at that with the new maps too, from what they learned on these. So the new ones getting released should release in a better state. Removed several map escapes that allowed players to get below the map. Never saw any of those. And improved bot pathing. So yeah, that's very good for Echelon. All positive changes, things that needed to be done. On Overgrowth, various changes to improve the performance on it. Modified some dynamic lights, so we should just be getting a little bit of better frames there. Added some geometry to prevent players from easily attacking the enemy's second sentry from their supply station room. So this is huge, because you could easily overrun the other team, get that healing station, just kind of protect that point and win. But now it sounds like you can't just shoot it from up there and kind of sit at that healing station safely. So that's cool. It's going to be harder to take down that second sentry. It should add for more comebacks. Definitely dig that. Fixed an issue that allowed certain characters to teleport through the shielded sniper perch walls. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess with like Phoebe and Isaac, you could probably do that. Reduced, actually, overgrowth lost shards to bring it more in line with echelons. People might not be happy about that. Removed 2 of the medium shard clusters. Fixed an issue that allowed sentries to shoot through the shielded sniper perches. Alright. So those walls that were kind of like fenced are probably now solid. Added some collision to prevent certain characters from getting to unintended locations. Well, maybe they fixed some backdooring. I'm not sure exactly what that means. We'll find out. Removed several map escapes to get, again, people below the map. Never saw anybody do that. Fixed an issue. Not saying it wasn't happening. It was obviously happening. I just didn't see it. Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it wasn't true. Fixed an issue that prevented players from being pulled out of the sniper perches by certain skills. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if I like that one, to be honest. I'd like to be able to pull them out with like Shane Orox or Galt. Cleaned up geometry to remove some toe traps. Good stuff. Fixed an issue that prevented players from receiving a speed boost when exiting their bases. Fixed an issue with the brightness of the tutorial video in Overgrowth. Alright. This will be the one that people make fun of. You fixed the tutorial video and you didn't fix Alani? How dare you? You can only do one thing at a time. It's going to be a talking point. And then they're going to like, Snow! And then yell at Randy. Meltdown, they just added the minion path indicators. Cold Snap kind of got the echelon thing. Skybox, dynamic lights, and unnecessary meshes. Moved the 2 lowered shard clusters that were near the MX Elite Bot spawners. I don't know where they moved them to. And then added some geometry at the top of several stairways to match collision. So it looks like added collision to make stairs more accurate? I don't know. Paradise, they changed cliffs behind the first grinders and lane A pathways. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it to see what that actually is. I can't picture it in my head right now. Added geometry to prevent players from getting on top of the first grinders in lane A. Improved collision on all grinders. Good stuff. Slightly increased total value of shards available in Paradise to bring it more inconsistent with the other Meltdown map. And changed 4 medium ground shards into large ground shards. So, yeah, changes. On capture mode, in Outback, cleaned up geometry to remove toe traps, cleaned up some collision points, added some collision to prevent players from entering and terrain points between A and B. We'll see what that turns out to be, and improved bot pathing. Temples, various changes were made to improve it, lights and rendered materials, and cleaned up some geometry, so not much there. And then supply stations, the 2nd tier supply station now increases the health regeneration granted instead of providing a small damage boost. Total disclosure here, I didn't realize the 2nd one gave you a damage boost. Interesting. Campaign changes, fixed a rare visual issue with a wave countdown timer and defense point maps. Alright. Some people might be a little not the most happy with the character stuff because there's not a lot in here, but they put a lot in towards fixing optimization of the maps. So Alani fixed an issue causing her crosshair to temporarily disappear, and her water monk title from displaying an icon. So no like actual character balances, audio on Melka, and a visual issue with Shane Orox's change. So there's no like character balancing here. But there are some performance issues. So they added a particle detail mode setting, so you can maybe reduce some of the visual clutter. This is kind of a big deal. A lot of people, this is like a big complaint about the game, is too visually cluttered. So all particle effects are always visible at max. Normal means optional particle effects are automatically disabled when poor performance is encountered. In minimums, optimal particle effects are always disabled. This should really help with frame rates on lower tier PCs as well, especially for you damn rendy players. But yeah, people were kind of talking about this, and now they have it. So the physics settings are now gone, and it's just the particle detail mode that kind of replaced that. So when this goes live, I'll turn it all down and low and see what the game looks like that on that. That'll be interesting. They improved some NVIDIA SLI stuff. Fix an issue causing poor performance when getting to the scoreboard, or tutorial video using extra resources, or a rare crash minimizing the game victory on defeat. The big thing is that particle. That's kind of a big deal. Quality of life, some small things here. Fix an issue causing character changes to appear to give more experience and currency when they're awarded. Pressing escape on the main menu exits the game instead of returns player to the title screen. That's cool, actually. That annoys the shit out of me. It's a little thing, but the little things make a difference. Like, did a lot of you play GTA 5? That game fucking killed me. Like, it took an hour just to quit out of the fucking game. Like, you might as well just alt-tab and, like, control. Like, holy fuck. That game was terrible. I mean, the game was good, but it was just, like, constantly loading screen, and then I'd be in, like, Discord with friends while playing. All right, see you guys later. I'm quitting out the game. And you're like 10 minutes later, like trying to exit the game. Guys, I'm still here. Buy again. It was just like awkward. So I like that. Long story for something little. Fixed a rare issue causing the victory defeat screen to appear misaligned. Fixed an issue that allows players to see the character pages in the marketplace. Didn't know. And fixed small visual issue with refunding hero keys. Again, didn't know. Some audio stuff. See, I didn't tell you the audio ones in detail. I didn't go over every line. But that's the patch. The notes will be in the description below. But I think this is a really good patch. It doesn't have everything that everyone wanted, but it has a lot of things that you did want, even if you didn't know it. And hopefully it'll bring people back to like Echelon instead of always doing Overgrowth, because that's a big complaint. And just all that frame stuff. So hopefully this stuff that they applied here can also be applied to some of those PvE maps as well in a future patch. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.